You've lost everything, you're scared, and then someone tells you, just be grateful. It could be worse. If that makes you want to scream or just curl up and give up, you aren't crazy. You're actually right. In this video, we're going to show you why forced gratitude is actually sabotaging your rebuild and how to use a different kind of gratitude, grateful despite, to actually get your feet back on the ground.
When Terry and I had to start over after 50, we were dealing with the wreckage of his alcohol addiction and the abuse that I had gone through. We quickly learned that just being grateful, or what is called toxic positivity, doesn't heal anything. We saw that gratitude is often used like a band aid to shut people down. But there are two sides to it: the fake kind that masks the pain, and the real kind that lets us acknowledge the mess or finding the strength to keep going.
When I first got into recovery, I heard gratitude everywhere. Angry, be more grateful. Scared, do a gratitude list. Grieving, focus on what you do have. The message underneath was if you were more grateful, you wouldn't feel this way. But when you're starting over after 50, your life might still be a mess. Health issues, financial wreckage, broken relationships, legal trouble, waking up scared about the future.
So why doesn't just be grateful work? Because it backfires in three ways. First, it forces you to lie to yourself. You think if I was truly grateful, I wouldn't be sad. So you shove the sadness down. Second, it turns recovery into a performance. You're pacing on a smile so you look healed when inside you're screaming. And third, it heaps on the shame. Now you're not just dealing with a messed up life, you're shaming yourself for not enjoying it enough. That isn't a recipe for rebuilding. That's a recipe for burnout and giving up.
If that's been your experience, there's nothing wrong with you. What's wrong is using gratitude to shut down the pain instead of helping you work through it. So let's talk about a different kind of gratitude that actually works to move you forward when you're rebuilding later in life.
We like to think of two kinds of gratitude: grateful instead of and grateful despite. Grateful instead of sounds like I shouldn't be angry, I should be grateful. I shouldn't be scared, I should be grateful. I shouldn't still be struggling with my past, I should be grateful. Here, gratitude is supposed to replace real emotions, but the problem with this I should be grateful is that it turns gratitude into a way of shutting yourself down.
Instead of helping you heal, it tells you those real feelings you have, they're wrong. Push them away. That sends you into self-gaslighting mode. You're basically telling yourself your feelings are unacceptable after you've already spent years trying to replace real emotions with something else.
But those feelings don't disappear. They go underground and usually come out later as anxiety that comes out of nowhere, numbing you out or even causing you to slip back into old survival behaviors.
Now, grateful despite is different. It looks like I'm angry this happened and I'm grateful I'm not facing it alone this time. Or I'm scared about what's next and I'm grateful I'm not handling it the way I would have in the past. It doesn't erase what's hard. It sits next to it and gives you something to hold on to.
With grateful despite, you're not pretending everything's fine. You're telling the truth about what hurts, and at the same time, you're noticing, I do have a little bit of ground under my feet today. That kind of grounded gratitude actually makes room for healing instead of shutting you down.
Let's make this practical. Here's a simple, grounded gratitude practice for when life is still a mess. Step 1. Tell the truth first. Before you write anything you're grateful for, write one sentence about what's actually hard. I feel scared because I don't know how I'm going to retire. I feel ashamed because of the damage I did in my addiction. I feel lonely because the people I trusted aren't here.
Step 2. Look for one tiny thing that's still holding. Not a hallmark answer, something small and real. My knees didn't hurt as much on the stairs. The coffee was hot and I had time to drink it. I paid the electric bill. I didn't send that angry text. I reached out for help instead of isolating.
Step 3. Put them in the same sentence. I feel scared about money and I'm grateful the lights are on today. I feel ashamed about my past and I'm grateful I woke up sober. I feel lonely and I'm grateful I had the courage to watch this video instead of numbing out. The structure is simple. I feel this way about that, and I'm grateful for this.
If you try to do this on a consistent basis, you wouldn't suddenly feel all better, but you'd likely feel more present, steadier, and less like you're failing some invisible gratitude test. You're not pretending your life isn't hard. You're practicing seeing that hard things and good things can exist in the same moment.
If you're trying to rebuild after 50 makes you feel like you're failing at starting over or somehow behind, it's usually a sign of how heavy your story really is, not a sign that you're weak. When the wreckage is fresh and you're rebuilding later in life, your nervous system is overloaded. You're constantly on the lookout for danger, and you're worn out from years of white knuckling your way through.
In that state, forcing yourself to list 10 things you're grateful for can feel like being asked to run a marathon with a broken leg. There's nothing wrong with you for struggling with that. You don't need a bigger gratitude list. You need a way of doing gratitude that respects the reality of your life and the way that you've survived.
If you're tired of the fake or toxic positivity and are looking for a rebuild that is honest, we put together a free Starting Over After 50 assessment to help. It's a short set of questions that shows you where you're strong in your rebuild, where you're most at risk of self-sabotage, and one small shift that could help next. You can find it at rebuildwithclarity.com or in the link below.
And if gratitude has been used to shut you up instead of help you heal, there's a good chance your conversations feel broken too. So after you grab the assessment, watch our video, How to Repair Broken Conversations When Starting Over at 50. You'll get simple tools to have honest conversations without blowing things up or shutting down. You're not broken, you're starting over.
And you don't have to do it alone. Thanks for being here with us, and we'll see you in the next video.